this is my only female figure in all of my collections because I needed her for the Avengers set. I'm gonna say I wasn't disappointed. Let's start off the bat with the review. She is a very nice figure. I'm gonna give my bias about it because I'm not into the female figures all that much. But after getting this one, I had to second guess, and I'm probably gonna pick up the Catwoman down the line because. All right, so she has the basic female true type body, and it's really a lot like the male true type body, with a few exceptions. It's got boobs. Other than that, it's fine. She has the soft vinyl chest connected to the neck piece, and there is a neck joint within the rubber, much like the Hot Toys Thor, the Hot Toys Superman and Reeves version, and the Hot Toys Odin. So it's got that upper rubber vinyl piece that covers and shapes the top chest neck area. Now, that out of the way, it's nicely sculpted. It might be too bright because it's feeding off of the lighting. It's well sculpted. I mean, you have the very detailed and very shapely shoulder collarbones. Collarbones. The cleavage up down to the abdomen. Now, the hair is the only thing you gotta futz with if you want to get it the way you want it, or the way it is in the movie. She's got glossy lips, sculpted that way thanks to, let's see who sculpted her. Okay, it's a mix between Yuli and Kim. I don't know if that's Arnie Kim, K.A. Kim. I think that's Arnie Kim, which is another good sculptor, but I'll choose Yuli over anyone. She is awesome. Okay, so it is a great head sculpt. I mean, I kind of like the fact that they gave it real hair. It works great. I mean, you can do what you can with it. There's other ways of modding the hair so it'll sit the way you want it to, but I think it was actually pretty good out of the box once you take that protective plastic sheet off of it. It might need just a little bit of flexing around to get that little puff out like she had in the movie, almost. Light on accessories. The suit is light, which concerns me only in a few points. You see, it's not too, how do I say it, tight around the arms, and that's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Now, if you look at movie stills, it is kind of tight on her to an extent, and I think it kind of matches it. She's got the emblem, kind of like, I don't know how they got it onto the suit. I don't know if it was printed on the suit or it was, I don't know, but that's just amazing how they got it onto the suit. It's very nice. It doesn't look like it's an iron-on decal. It's on both sides. If you're playing around with the zipper, If you don't have, I like how they made the zipper to size. If you don't have good fingers to grip this and pull it up and down, and you're using tweezers, do not use the tweezers bare on it. So don't go metal to metal. You will scratch the zipper, and it will, the black paint will come off of that zipper, and you'll have like metallic type of, you'll just see. Don't do it. Maybe you'll even get a image of what mine looks like. Zoom, focus. Okay, you're not getting it, but you're just gonna have to wait until I get a better camera. Now, back to the suit. The stitching is great on the top half. Now, what I will say about it, what scares me about most female figures, they're always either wearing something really tight, especially Catwoman. If you see how tight it, you got the indentations from the stand. I'm gonna have to reposition that, but if I leave that off, it will go away. As long as I leave it off for a long period of time, it will come back out. But for the most part, the stitching on the very tight areas, if you look at the stitchings, it's already kind of tight, and it's a very tight stitch. What you see here is high stress on the stitching. Now, given that it's already a high tension stress on the stitch when it's not posed and it's just it's posed straight with no actual other stress from articulating it. If you articulate it, you're only putting more stress on the stitching. Now, that will over time really mess up the suit. It'll loosen the suit a lot in time. It will actually make this pleather-like material kind of disintegrate, and you'll see what I mean over time. It'll start to, the actual top material of the pleather will start to flake and come off. So I highly suggest with tight fitting pleather vinyl type fabric on your figures, I highly suggest you not put any more tension than it already has straight out the box, because if you can see, there's high tension on these stitches. So restrain from having it deteriorate even faster than it should. I know then you're stuck with a figure you don't actually pose much, but what do you want? You want it to last longer, or you want it to look good for like a few poses? It's all on preference. It's up to you. I mean, you can. I won't. I'm scared of that. I'm not scared of taking my figures apart and breaking them down, but I am scared of, the longevity of my figures. All in all, it's really cool. The pouches and the belts that they have on this figure is really well tailored as well. You got stitching on the belt that goes onto the belt buckle. The belt underneath, which holds the holsters, is plastic, not really fabric, but it kind of ties into the multimedia type effect, not having everything made of the same material. You have the Glocks which are kind of nice. I mean, Hot Toys has made guns before when they were making their military line. They're not making it as nice as they made their guns in the military line, though. They used to be very highly detailed in their guns. Actually, if I look at it, you know what? Never mind. It's about the same quality. But you got removable magazines, and with the Glock, it's it's already like that anyway. Simulated bullets. So they kind of make it as realistic as they can, or as necessary, without getting too into it. A spring mechanism in the gun where you can actually cock it back and have it come back into position when you're cocking it. Now both guns are, oh well, look at that, this one fell forward, and if you look at it you can see the spring right here. Not too bad, because you just reposition it back, and that there's really nothing holding it in there. I guess this spring isn't as, oops, okay, this one isn't as made as well, and there's nothing to stop it from springing forward. Something to look out for. I never noticed it, because I really didn't play with it all that much when I took it out of the box. I just played with her. Anyway, be careful, as with you should with all your figures anyway. So this is a nice figure. Molded boots straight into the ankle. I mean, the boot and the foot is actually where the peg connect to the ankle. You really don't get too much ankle play here, so no articulation in the ankles, even though it should. I'm picky about that. I like articulation. I've mentioned that before. All in all, a well put together figure. The only accessories she has other than the guns are her bracelets and the lightning gloves, I guess, the electrocuting gloves, and these little electrocuting discs that go off that she used. I don't think she used that in Avengers, did she? I think she used that in Iron Man 2, where she slid them to those guards for Hammer's facility. Anyway, she also comes with a Chitauri rifle, which doesn't actually fit to scale with the other stuff. I mean, if you look at the Chitauri figures that are coming out now, this in no way looks to scale as the way they used it, you know what I mean? Maybe it does, I don't know. I don't have the Chitauri figures to scale it with. Fits her hands, but I don't recommend her using it because there's really no way to grip it without stretching her hands out open. That's about it. She has a multitude of hands. They're all very small. They're all very dainty, as a woman's hand should be, unless you like womanly, manly hands. Pistol grip, fist, relaxed, and kind of like this kind of hands for the regular gloves, and just the fisted for the electric shock gloves. You also have the electric shock wrist gauntlets and the plain ones. She is positioned with the electric ones, which just have a little blue lining around them. So, if you can avoid stretching the seams, you will be good with this figure. If not, you will have trouble down the line. All in all, a good female figure. I like it, and I hope you do too. And if you don't buy it. Here's your fair warning. Have a good one, YouTube. I'll see you for my next one.